Hello, I wanted to make a video today to go over the very basics of what makes up a hunky-dory. And the reason that I wanted to do that is because the whole purpose of my Etsy shop is to make you customized products that make you feel unique, that you don't feel like you have the same thing as everybody else. And because of that, there's lots of choices that you have to make when you're visiting my shop. So I wanted to make that a little bit easier and kind of show you what all the different things are, and then maybe it'll help you make a more informed decision so you can get exactly what you want. So the very first thing that makes up a hunky-dory is the cover. You have the elastic closure that keeps everything in there, and then I stripped everything down inside so that you can see exactly what's in here. The inside, this is a chunky dory, and so that's why it has these two pockets. If you look at my video on different styles, you'll see all the different types of styles that you can choose from for the inside of your hunky-dory. The other thing that is very basic with every hunky-dory is it comes with 4 elastics. These are what makes it possible for you to put things in and out of your traveler's notebook really easily, and it's exactly what made me fall in love with traveler's notebooks in the first place, because I had been looking at planners forever. I've tried, I think, every single kind there was, and then one day I was watching a video on YouTube. I was looking at a whole bunch of videos, and I saw the Reset Girl doing a video on the basics of what makes up a traveler's notebook. And when I saw her putting things in and out of the elastics, I knew that was my thing. I'm kind of a dork that way, but I got so super excited that I started figuring out how to make one of my very own really soon after I saw that video. No, that's totally dorky, but that's just how it is. But these elastics really make the hunky-dory very versatile, and I'll show you all the different things that you can put inside of that. So before you move on to the next step too, you'll need to choose your size. Like I said, this is a personal, and I have a video that shows all the different sizes, and it compares lots of different sizes to each other and to different products that go in, like standardized things that you see all around in the traveler's notebook world in different notebooks, and you can kind of choose what size you want from there. So you need to choose your size and your style, which is the inside of the pocket. And then one thing I've just added is this vinyl covering. I don't know if you can see this, but you can add this vinyl covering to the outside of it. And I would never have chosen a light color like this for my planner before, because it would get dirty, and I don't like that. So I have finally figured out how to add the vinyl to the outside. The one thing you'll need to be aware of is that it stays nice and smooth on the front and the back, but just by the nature of fabric and the vinyl, it's going to bubble a little bit on here. Now this is a brand new one, and it does that, but you can see it smooths out quite a bit when you close it. Now I've used another vinyl one for about 4 months now, and the only difference I see is you can see a little bit of folding, but it's not a crease. You can just kind of see it a little bit, where this one is brand new, so it doesn't show it at all. And the other difference is these bubbles that you see right here, they're still sticking to the fabric, and that's the same with my old one that's 4 months. Well, it's only 4 months old, but the difference is when you fold it on this newer one, it goes back to pretty smooth. And on my 4-month-old one, you can the creases stay in there a little bit more. It's still sticking to the fabric. It's just, you can see the bubbles a little bit more. But the front and the back still stay nice and smooth. So I feel very comfortable adding that to my shop now that I've tested it out for that long. Alright, so style, size. Okay, the next thing you'll choose are the different fabrics you want. You get to choose a fabric for the outside. You can choose a different one for the inside, and those are all found on hunkeedori.com. I've got over 200 different types of fabric, and that's because I'm addicted to fabric and I can't stop buying it. So my addiction is your lucky day, because you'll have lots to choose from. I also accept fabrics that are sent to me from, if you have a special fabric that you really want used, as long as it's 100% cotton, it's not that duck cloth that's not very tightly woven, or flannel. Flannel says it's 100% cotton, but it doesn't work the same as like a quilting fabric. A high quality quilting fabric is what you really want. So you get to choose it for the outside, the inside, and you see those at hunkeedori.com, and you just leave me a message with your order on Etsy of the number of fabric you want for the outside, the number for the inside, and then the next thing that makes a Hunkeedori special are the fabric inserts, and you get to choose a third fabric for that. And that, again, is one of my favorite things as a fabric nerd, is that I get to choose 3 different fabrics to mix and match, and I don't think I've ever made the exact same traveler's notebook for anyone when you combine all the different fabrics, all the different ways they can be combined, and then adding the fabric insert. Now, I'm actually really proud of my fabric insert design. I tried for a long time to figure out exactly how to make them and how to make them different than other people's. And I would say that the main difference on mine is how thin they are. They do not add bulk to your traveler's notebook when you add a fabric insert. The only thing that adds bulk is whatever you put in them. They're just super thin and they're super sturdy. I've been using the same ones off and on for 3 years. There's little bits of fraying, which is very normal, but nothing comes unstitched. You don't lose any of the integrity of the piece of fabric. You treat them in a special way that makes it so it's not just fabric. There's a stiffener in there that makes them very durable, and it's my favorite thing. So this fabric insert is a coupon and a card, and because it's a personal size, there's 2 card pockets. Most of them have 2. When you get up to the bigger sizes, there's 3 card pockets, because when you get up to an extra wide or a standard, they're just taller, so there's room for another card pocket. So this is the card side, where there's 2, and they're held closed by Velcro, which makes it so your cards are very secure. And then this is for, I use this for either cash or coupons, whatever you want to put in there. And I've put my phone in here, I've put cash in here, I put change in here, and it holds it all really well. And that also closes with the Velcro closure, and that's the coupon side. If you look on my site, you'll see there's lots of different sizes of these. Once you've chosen your traveler's notebook size, or if you know your traveler's notebook size from one that you're trying to fit a fabric insert for, it's easy to choose this. They're divided up with different listings by the size. And then once you get in, choose the size you want of your fabric insert, then you get to choose the styles. I list the name of the insert pocket style on the left and the right, and that's how you order them. There's a file style, there's a zipper style, there are card slots, and those are different for every size. And those hold those hold cards this way, and then some of the taller styles, they hold them this way, and they don't have the fold over flap. Anyway, there's lots of those to choose from too. But my favorite way to use this is to slide it underneath all the elastics, because then I still have these elastics that I can put all my other inserts in that I want to use. And I'll show you some of those right now. One of the things I have to have in every one is a lined planner. Now this one, I don't even have the cover on. I've been using this one for a while, and whenever I do use a personal size, I use this lined notebook. If I change sizes of planners, obviously I can't put this one in it, but I always have to have a lined one for notes. And then the other thing I have to have in every one is a yearly insert. This has a calendar in there, and this is a new one, so it doesn't have anything in it, but I can set up 13 months of calendars on this. So I like to have that with me all the time so that I can plan out my calendar for future events. And then this is a daily planner, and it gives me 2 pages that I can do all sorts of plannings, and I like to write in my journal. I love quotes, I have checklists, and then my daily schedule by time. And then I also plan out my meals. So this is a daily planner. But because my sizes are very standard across the board, across the industry, you can buy a different style of paper insert or planner insert that you like for your traveler's notebook. Again, my specialty is sewing. I have designed some planners and I like the way they've turned out, but if you find something you like better, this is a personal size, and I give all the sizes in my shop, so you can choose a different style you like from a different maker and use that, and they all work really well together. Okay, another thing I like to put in my traveler's notebook is a dashboard. This is one that I made out of some photo pockets, and I can put this around, you know, 2 inserts or 1, use up an elastic or not. If there's one that's not used, I want to slide it under it so I keep it free. But that just adds some pictures of family and makes me happy. So I put that in there to add a little color. And then another thing I have are the cardstock pockets, and I do have some of these that are pre-made that you could order as well, and this is a personal. And this just adds one more way that I can keep things in my notebook, a different place to stash things. Then of course there's all the cute things, and there are a few things that I like to put in there. These are cards from Project Life, and I like how they fit right in there, and it just adds a little color, and I can still put other things in there. I have to have a pen with me. You can add a pen loop to your planner if you like it, and I attach that right here. If not, I hook this up to my dashboard. I just put one of these little paper clips, and I can slide my pen on if it has one of those attachments, and that sits right in there. And I like it because when I take my elastic and close it, it tucks it all in there, and there's enough room for it to tuck in. So I like that. And then sometimes I add some other cutesy things. This is a Planner Society note card. I think it was a sticky note, and I just laminated it. And then this is just a paper clip, a decorative paper clip. And then to mark the day that I'm on, I usually put a clip in there. And I do sell some clips on my site too. There you go. So I just stick these in where I'm at, so I can find things a lot faster. Let's see. Blank page, I'll put that in there. And then the other ones I just put in to make it look cute. And just to add some pop of color in there. And then I always put some of my business cards in there too. That's the basics of the Hunkeedori. It gives you all sorts of selections that you can make. You get to make all kinds of choices so that you can make it exactly like you want it, and so it can have all the different components you like, with the different colors of the fabric, all the different parts that you like to put in it. You can check out my other videos on my YouTube channel that show you the sizes, the styles. The other video that I recently made is one that it shows how my fabric inserts fit in the different styles of Chic Sparrow and Foxy Fix. With all their different sizes, I've made fabric inserts that fit in their products, because I love to use those too, and that way you can get the perfect size of fabric insert for your leather traveler's notebooks as well. Traveler's notebooks, I adore them. I think they're the perfect solution for planning. They don't have the rings in there to get in the way. I can take a book out, put a different book in. I can change it month to month. They're not as expensive as leather ones, so I can change it up more often and have more that I can choose from and make new ones. And I would love to make one for you. So just message me on hunkeedori.etsy.com, and I can help you through any of those steps that are kind of confusing you, or it's just a little overwhelming. I'm happy to help you. I will answer as many questions as you have so you can get exactly the one that you like. Thanks so much for spending this time with me. I hope I helped answer some of your questions on how the Traveler's Notebook works and what makes a Hunkeedori different. And I hope you have a great rest of your day.